Hey everyone, my name is Eric Sharky 1938, and today I decided for Spooky Month and stuff. Now, normally in my channel I play racing games and visual novels, but since it's Spooky Month, you did saw me play Manhunt and some Pantera horror levels and Friday Night at Treasure Island. So I decided today I thought I'm gonna give you all a treat today. We're gonna play this Doki Doki Literature Club game. Now, I don't really know much about this game. I just only heard people talk about it, like even some people at my school talk about it. Now, I don't know much about this game, so I'm just gonna go in and we'll see what happens. Alright, let's start the new game. Please enter your name. Yep, me. Alright. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, my fault. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I see. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idle in front of the crosswalk. Let's say her catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, Eric. Well, people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Honestly, I don't know what the obnoxious voice acting I'm doing right now, because I kind of use that same voice for the Sunshine Over Us videos and the Sound for Love 2 video, the two visual novel games I played earlier, around like the summer season. I'm still debating if I should play Guitar Shoujo or not, even though I used their music first, the Sunshine Over Us. Anyways. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Eric, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Yeah, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saria likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Honestly, for me, yes, I do spend my free time on games and stuff, but for me, I mostly spend my time, like, writing my series and stuff, or working with the rigs, Scan Fan 1 to 7 cartoon, which you probably seen for Tokyo Racer, but then again, all these things I'm saying is only to people who saw my previous videos. Now, this message I'm saying right now does not belong to the people who started watching this, never know me at all. So cause for confusion and stuff, for confusions, like if you're confused with what I'm talking about, you could look at my channel if you want to. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Just say happiness is really important to me, And I know you're happy now, but I die at your thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. I'll promise us though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I see. Okay, that's a nice classroom. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, knowing for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saria wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I saw you. Why is my. So, sometime, even this also happened in Tokyo Racer video where I was recording, the full release and stuff, and my cursor started loading. I don't know what does that mean. I don't know if it was that from OBS or something. Anyways. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice principal of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club, since she was the first one to show interest in it after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Alright, looks like we're heading to the literature club now. Now, from what I've heard, since they say it's a horror game style, apparently from what I've heard, like, throughout my previous years after I heard this game, but never really took interest on it, I think they said something like, I think it goes like every ending's bad as a bad endings. I mean, like, most of the endings are, I don't know. They just said, the endings are something else. And from what I've heard, they said that in one of the endings you have to delete some character files. I don't know how's that gonna work, but I'll probably just play this entirely first, like as I play this, play this raw first, and then maybe I'll try to get either other endings, and then actually delete some character files. Anyways, it says today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori will always say nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Eric, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escapes me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one who I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori say that quietly into my ears, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say anything like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I'm just gonna say that my first impression on them, like when I did the voice impression and stuff, I'm probably gonna forget it. Let's keep it real. And just like what happened back in Sound for Love 2 and the Sunshine Over Us, I'm definitely gonna forget how I voice some of the characters. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Eric. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk well. We were in the same class. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Another thing I recall from some knowledge back then, like, some knowledge I've heard from this game, apparently they say Monica is, apparently they say that Monica is the real bad guy in this game. Well, I wouldn't say bad guy, it would be a bad girl, but I don't know, I don't know. I don't believe, honestly kind of don't believe it, but then again, she kind of looks a little bit, like, a little bit suspicious. So having her smile, so gently feels deluded. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Eric. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get a cupcake. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the counter of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-wah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little piece of chocolate where you use to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Oh no, something's telling me the cupcake's kind of poison or something. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. And I saw you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. That's definitely not how I voiced Yuri earlier, but again, I did warn that I'm gonna forget. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiled to herself in relief. Monica raised an eyebrow that smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to ask a question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be so embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Yeah, I doubt that. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for anything of the major club. Alright, I'm back. I kinda had some technical issues earlier, but... So, just ignore that random cut, and let's just get back to it. Were you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica just must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Eric, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri smash out. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Something is up. When the moment she said horror books, and the game's a horror game, from what I recall by the ratings and stuff and how people said it, this is a foreshadowing if no one bothered reading the comments or had prior knowledge of this game. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that with that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror! Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you're writing a workout poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as your art. Sarah sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Voice crack. Natsuki, you're your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki versus I. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing that makes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh crap, Yuri's done. Okay, now if this was taking my thing, I wrote one of the Dark Far series books called Termination of Bully Gang. Well, technically it's not a book, it's a story, and I actually have the download link still in the thing, but I do plan to re-release soon where I rewrite some of the chapters, fix more grammar, because I found out I left some grammars in, like some grammar issues in, so I'm trying to get that fixed up. So if anyone's curious, the download link is still in my profile. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all stood aside for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzing at Monica. Let's all go and write a poem of your own. The next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit much more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Eric? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What is that? Now that we're back at for the original title of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with that feeling in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Eric! I defensively against these girls. I'm defensively against you. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I decided it. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came up for a cupcake, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once again. Eric, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki cleaned up your food. Hey Eric, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed for after school clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay, we're walking home now. This sort of this kind of reminds me of that one part where, back when I was playing Sound for Love 2, where Hero and, well, I think I could always rename myself to my name, but I'd rather keep it as Hero as the canon name and stuff. And Sari? Yeah, I think Sari. Hero and Sarah was walking home together at times back at Sound for Love 2. Anyways, get off topic there. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Nasty, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good friend will find it. And I guess that will start with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's write a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your club member will like. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay. I guess we can go with, wonderful, maybe? Wonderful, special. Why the hell would I say horror? Special bubbles. What are some of these words? Some of these are kind of getting a little too deep. As in they started adding religion, they started adding scary stuff. What's next? Are they gonna add, I don't know. They start breaking the fourth wall and put the stuff I like in this game. Contamination, okay, that's actually another, okay, that's kind of a bit religious. That's one of the 7 sins. That is, something let's say raw food and cooked food put together, yeah, it gets contaminated. And then that's the thing, I guess. Sugar. Let's just hope the sugar is actual sugar and not drugs. Sugar, milk, parfait, sunset. Honestly, sunset daydream. Oh no! No! Go back! I didn't mean quite agonizing. Go back! No! Go back! Please! Please go back! Please! 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 Oh, I can't do it now. I guess candy? Alright, let's just hope that doesn't happen again. Heartbeat. Charm. Awesome. Excitement. Heart, I guess. What? I guess dream. I rank nature. Kawaii. Hope. Memories. And melancholy. There we go. I cooked up my own poem. Hi again, Eric. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Eric. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you do take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth of someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Eric always give it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire at once. If that's so, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Eric can become so good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy for no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Oh god, damn it. Damn it, how do I go back? Oh my god, this is one of, oh my god, don't tell me this is one of the visual novel where I just can't simply go back with the mouse thing. I literally can't go back. Well, again, like what happened back at Sunshine Over Us and Sound of Love, if I miss a dialogue, you can always go back and pause it so you can read it for yourself. Anyways, discuss it if you want to. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a shared conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to be occupying myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, right, though? Well, we can't give up. The festivals are a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all, you know? We just need to find a way to showing that to everyone. Sometimes that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do all the things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah's taking it real seriously. It's rare to hear her delivery like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess I can see. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would really love to do that. Yeah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcake it is, and I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. And yes, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason why I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh, ah! Although I have to punch Sayori's face, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if mine overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in this past weeks that you got up on time? It's a secret. Basically, that means that's not relevant. Anyway. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced over around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is still sticking all around from there. I think Sayori's hair is fine. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair is really hard to get, right? I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, the brows isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain from my finger. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gotta tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you made it! And you don't even keep your blazers buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Ooh! Oh! That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning her blazers from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The buttons might come off. Why is it so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Let's not talk about that. I already had a problem with the manhunt videos. I still don't know if the manhunt videos I will get age restricted for it because of the violence though. Now don't say anything like that, you know, game. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori blazers buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sarah hastily unbuttons her blazers once more. Phew, that's much better. Sarah puts her arm out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Oh crap, that was Sayori line. Damn it. Anyways, you're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly called out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Eric, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tromped away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Wait, is this the part where I can pick a character? Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulling out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheets of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Oh, I must click that. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Okay, so I'm gonna assume these are the options where it will take me to Act 2, where like I pick a girl and then that's the girl I'm gonna stick with. That's literally most visual novels I've heard. So I guess honestly, looking at hotness wise, well, not hotness wise, I would say attractiveness wise. I don't know why the hell did I say hotness wise. So Sayori, we got a conflict on her. We had Natsuki, she's kind of bratty, quote unquote. Monica looks evil. Yuri does look psycho. Honestly, Yuri kind of also looks like Hanako too, honestly. So, we have, honestly, we're using this by Katawa Shoujo girls wise. Technically, I guess Monica is the Lily, I think. No, what was her name again? What the hell is her name again? Wait, it is Lily, I think. Yeah, it is. Yuri is the Hanako. Natsuki is the. It does could either be Rin, Shizune, or Emi. Honestly, Sayori could be the Emi. I guess Natsuki is the Shizune, but even though Shizune's deaf. So I guess I'll go Yuri because Yuri looks better. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passed, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in a few writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. Oh yeah, also in case my voice kind of gets a little bit distorted or something, I'm just saying earlier I kind of put my phone next to my mouth. I don't know why I did that, but oh well. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nazi can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri is apologizing to herself or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which herself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Alright, let's read it. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to replace by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. Okay, that's a nice poem. I'm sorry if I had such terrible writing. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all, but it took you so long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very well often. I actually think your handwriting isn't pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Yeah, the poem was cool. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Well, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Eric? Wait. That was my dialogue. Sorry. Are you into ghost Yuri? Okay, that's better. Phew. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Eric. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only be symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place to have comfort, unable to let go of her past, is soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh no, this is gonna be one of those games, huh? It's gonna be one of these games. You know what, nah. I'm just gonna say, no, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. If this is gonna be a long game where it's gonna take me an hour, honestly, that hour would have went to Toshi Racer and not visual novels like this. Okay, so I guess I'll just save this for now and then come back next time when I play Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I guess, thank y'all so much for watching. And then I'll see you all in the next video. I don't know if I'm gonna record Finance and Treasure Island or Doki Doki or maybe both. Probably Finance and Treasure Island first because I'm gonna be Oswald. So, but in the meantime, honestly, I'm just gonna record both tomorrow. But regardless, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.